Well, good morning, Mr. Roy.
Good morning. Good morning. How are you?
I am great. Good morning to all the real people and all the bots this morning. Let's see how many we get in today.
We got a lot of news to unpack this morning. And we got some interesting price
Yeah.
action following that news.
So, yeah, we had the announcement last night there was going to be a trade deal struck. Then the leak came out it was going to be with Britain. And now, I guess from the UK side, we're getting that the trade pact will leave 10% U.S. tariff in place. From my understanding, that came from that side. So, interesting. We have this. Do we have more to follow after that? I'm going to wait. I haven't taken any trades yet. I'm going to wait till they have this press conference at 9, then let the market settle and kind of go from there. I think rushing anything right now would be foolish on my part. So let me swap back over. I'm on the 15-minute. I need to go back to the 5-minute. I was looking at my stuff. As
Yeah.
expected, you can see where all the volume. I mean, this area right here has been a whole consolidation area. We kind of broke down below it, coming back and retesting it. So watching that, this is the low. If we was to get a break and hold and sustain, look down, we do have the fib level, the golden zone right here. That's from the low to the high. So you got to be careful if that holds. So we got that going for us this morning. Like I said, we do have the press conference coming at 9 o'clock and 13 minutes. Just see now, live now, Fox Live now is watch it on YouTube. We're not going to actually watch it. We will be discussing what comes out of it, but I don't want to just put the news conference up while we're trading. One thing else you'll notice today.
Oh,
We got bookmap back, so we got that going for us. Back here, I did listen to Roy a little bit. We got tabs open, so we can just scroll back and forth. Five and holdings there, and then general market tab there if you want to look at it. So we got all that going for us. Yes, I am growing, and no, the 5 will still never hit my damn chart. So if it makes sense, I do it. The 5 still does not make sense to me, so I'm not doing it.
In due time. In due time.
Never.
We will.
Never. You say never, say never. I can go on and say never.
Let me put all my stuff back. There we go.
We got interesting. So your volume starts to creep down. Your puts are creeping up. Your premiums are call premiums are trending down. So we are getting breakdown here. CBD is negative 3,100. It's been around here to negative 2,000 all morning, so that's no big deal. It is gaining some momentum this time with it. Negative 35. I was trying to see. The House panel is to start the markup of the U.S. tax bill Tuesday next week. That's actually a good thing, especially if they do what they said they're going to do for small businesses. If you do not know, myself and Roy are small businesses. Any kind of tax, as long as it's not just a tariff break, we're good. Give me a tax break all day. I don't need a tariff break. I don't buy goods, but you give me a good tax break, I'm here for it. We got weird numbers this morning coming through. Only 20 people, and I'm saying probably a majority of that's real people. Yeah. Are we not getting bots today?
Well, that's all right. They'll come in. They'll linger in.
I say that we still hadn't got any comments yet. So if you are a real person, comment in the thread. Let us know you're here. If you have not, please like and subscribe to the channel. Share it with your friends. Share it with your foes. Share it with everybody. Everybody needs a chance to watch a couple normal guys trade silly stuff sometimes.
Yeah, the market did have a move up on that trade news. Excuse me. We have some international news that hit right before open. You have China coming out, basically aligning their strength with Russia. So China and Russia are openly saying they're cooperating with each other. And they also mention they're trying to get North Korea sanctions kind of lifted across various countries across the world. You have India, Pakistan. They are confirming attacks from both sides, so that seems to be not resolving anytime soon. And obviously, you had this U.S. UK trade deal that's going to get announced in 10 minutes. Interesting note about this trade deal is UK does have a trade surplus with us, so making a deal with them is not exactly a template that can be used for other countries that are in a deficit. So, be interesting to see what their comments are on this trade deal and see how the market handles it. So, just a lot of news, a lot of information. Mine's exactly right. Hands off the wheel until all of that kind of gets known. And as soon as we got off yesterday in our stream, you noticed, well, if you looked at the chart, I mean, me and Monty did kind of a post stream show, and there was a big death candle that we caught. So, and we both said we just have to be patient, and the move will show itself. So that's exactly what we're going to do today.
Yep. So,
Good morning, Manny.
Hey,
He's not
Manny.
a bot. Michael. Morning.
Good morning. Glad to have you guys here.
Yeah.
Puts are down. This is a little interesting. You got puts just rising. You got calls rising a little. You had volume was rising. It just tweaked down a little. So book map, we can show this. You got CVD is negative 3,200. You can see we got 180 orders sitting at 56.65, and then 226 orders sitting up at 56.95. The majority of both those orders are algo orders. So that 56.70 level, you got 141 orders there. That is mostly algos too. So we will see. Well, it's about split. It's really a lot of regular traders there. So we'll see what happens on that one. Those might actually hold up and see if we can eat through that. Like I said, I'm still not doing anything till we get to 9 o'clock. We get this press conference going. So
also, something I forgot to add to our news cycle is at the top of the hour as well as you have the AI CEOs testifying for the Congress at a hearing. So you're going to get some AI buzzwords thrown around as well. So spicy times.
Well, it's every day now, right? That's where we're at. We are at the mercy of the news cycle, which is.
And I hate trading news.
I mean, I saw it last night, and when you shared that on the Discord that there was a deal struck with a major country, I just want to respond like, can they not just give us 2 days, please? Just 2 days. That's what I want. I mean, look, this trade deal, it might be good for us, might be good for America. I'm all for it. I just need a couple of days of just quiet so we can trade the market. And
yeah,
you leave us alone with the market, we make money. I know
right.
that. So,
well, it's like yesterday, right? We talked at FOMC. You had a combine you were accurately short on, and it filled, and everything was great. Literally 10 minutes later, you get that news, and it would have blown your account up. I mean,
yep.
This is insane. What the swings are happening.
Anybody that did not know, I was actively building a short, one MES at a time. I got to 18 MES.
In a combine, folks.
In a combine, we'd never do this live. But I'm going to tell you, I kept thinking, like when this conference is over, when he gets done, he did a very good job of avoiding the buzzwords, right? The algos did not pick up on much. There was a couple of times when I was watching it on Bookmap, you could actually see when he would say, if he mentioned the word tariff, you see orders pop in and out everywhere. And that's the algos picking that up. If he said, I think he said debt ceiling one time or a couple of times, algos picked that up, right? So you could see that moving in there. But for the most part, and I think that's why we had such a subdued move, really, was because he didn't go on those buzzwords. He was pretty dovish, right? He wasn't, but he wasn't overly dovish.
Right.
He wasn't overly hawkish. He was kind of right down the middle, wasn't really committed to anything. and I think it showed in the market. So I kept thinking, like, hey, when he's done, we're going to get a drop. Now, I didn't know how much of a drop we were going to get. And this was just an educated guess from watching previous FOMCs, right? So we know a lot of times when he gets done, the market moves the opposite way it's been moving. Then it usually corrects itself and goes back the way it was going before.
Yeah.
Had help yesterday with the news. If it would have done it, I think we would have bottomed out and we would have slowly just started grinding back up.
Yeah.
We had news come out, so it popped back up. Trump couldn't not let it go. He had to say something. So, and that's fine. We knew it was going to happen. We're ready for that. We knew that as soon as that was over with. I was expecting more. Powell's an idiot, doesn't know what he's doing, and I don't think we got that yesterday. Did we? Did you see that anywhere?
I did not. It seemed like a very coordinated strategy to basically drown anything he was going to say out because they knew a cut wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, and also I go back. I can't help but to go back and think about what we talked about the other day, where he is not going to fight a losing battle. If he knows he cannot win that battle,
right?
And I think he knows he can't win that battle, so I think he's just letting it slide right now. Now, are we going to get to a point where eventually, like, hey, you're going to have to? He's going to say something again, probably, because it's going to be hard for him to keep his mouth shut on all of it. And that's not bashing him or anything. That's just how he is, right? He's very cocky. He's very bullheaded. And you can tell when he's around certain people and when he's around nobody, right?
Yeah.
When he's around certain people, he's saying the right stuff. And then he's around some of the instigators. He's kind of getting a little more bullish. He's this, he's that. I think Bassett has been really good for him about the whole Powell thing. Because, if I'm not mistaken, is it Bassett and Powell that eat breakfast every morning together?
Once a week. But once a week.
Oh, yeah. That's still, you're going after a buddy there. And if everybody looks back, remember correctly, was Trump not the one that nominated him for his position he's got now? I mean, he was the board of governors. He was put on under Obama on the board of governors, right? And then Trump, when that position was open, put him back there. So I don't know. It's I think he's around the right people right now for the most part. Navarro, I think that was a good thing, them getting away from Navarro. I think Navarro, Roy kind of hit on it a lot. I don't know if Navarro was 100% the tariff deal, because if you look, Trump's always spoken tariffs. Even his first term, it's always, we got to do tariffs. I think the main reason we had the tariffs we had this time, Navarro had a lot to do with that, no doubt. But also, I think it was a lot to do with he knows he can't run again, so he's going to go throw these tariffs out there this time, because he didn't do it his first term. He could have done it his first term. He didn't do it.
Right.
So I don't know. It's just, look how we came right up here to that damn zone, that little level we drew right there, rejected it nicely off of it. That would have been a good quick short, but we are being good. We're not doing stupid stuff today.
He did make one comment on Powell overnight. He called it was this morning actually. Too late, Jerome Powell is a fool who doesn't have a clue.
Yeah, well, he must have been either by.
It must have been a lot. Yeah, 3 hours ago. So he had to have been like just waking up and.
Right. Yeah. So
and
he probably saw somebody out there and they're like, "Hey, you got to cool that shit." You gotta cool it.
But
I mean, look, if you look at it, if he keeps slamming Powell, that shows America. It shows weakness in America overall. If you look at other countries, look at it.
Instability.
Yeah, that's your man. No matter if you agree with what he does or not. I'm not saying you got to go out there and be like, "Hey, I 100% agree with what they're doing." You can voice your concerns, like, "Hey, I think we should have cut." The Fed, they usually react late, but you didn't have to say a fool and stuff like that, right? And that's
right.
And if you know Trump, he's going to say fool, and idiot, and anything else you can think of. So CVD's cooled down to about 2,600. So we are getting a little pop in it here instead of 3,000. Volume on Tide is coming back down. Your call premiums are coming down. Your put premiums are rising slightly. General market Tide is the same. You got your puts rising, your calls are rising with it, but then your volume is still coming down. So that's something to keep an eye on. Do we have any de-risking? Well, no, here's a press conference now. So we have any de-risking? It's already done. We did have U.S. wholesale sales come out month over month. It came out at 0.6. Forecast was 0.9. Previous was 2.4%. So that is not good sales. Let's see. The inventories month over month was 0.4. That's a lot of news is coming in fast. Sorry. 0.4. Forecast 0.5. Previous 0.5. So about right in line with inventories. That's not bad. The sales number is not a good looking number there. So does that show a weakening finally in the economy? Not Trump, but Powell made sure he said a lot of times yesterday that the economy is still very strong. I don't know if anybody else picked up on that, but that was the theme. The economy strong, labor market strong.
We are getting a test here. I'm going to show on my chart. This is the 5-minute. So you bounced off that orb low. You're testing the 8 ribbon. If we flip to the 10-minute, you are getting to the bottom of our zone, pre-market zone. So does it push up to VWAP? See any sort of weakness? So keeping an eye on all that. Puts are rising. So is volume. Call volume is also rising. I would expect a pop on this news. But again, it could be a sell the news event. Just have to be cautious.
Puts are screaming, calls are screaming, volume screaming. So
yeah,
we got a lot going on. Roy, Dixie still has not done her business because we got people working on the neighbor's house, and she is stressed out. Is not a word that pretty stressed. So I'm gonna actually take her out real quick and walk her to the back and see if she will go to the bathroom because it's not healthy to hold it in this long. She usually poops first thing. She has not pooped at all. So
all right, I got you, man.
Everything. So I'll be back in just a minute. I'm gonna swap it over. There you go. I'm gonna take me off.
All right. So we've got, like I said, a little push up here. I'm gonna keep an eye on the news wires, see if anything pops up off of this news press conference. We flirted with the idea of streaming it, but we decided we'd like to look at charts and just look at headlines instead. And as you can see, we are entering that red ribbon. Still very early in this candle, 7 minutes. One thing I do love about these volume candles is the skinnier it is tells me how early we are in the candle. So I don't necessarily rush moves. So something to definitely consider in your trading. If we're taking a look across the board, most everything's going to be green with that pop up overnight on the tariff deal news. Apple is red slightly, basically flat. Nvidia's kind of come all the way back down. Some big red candles to start for Nvidia, following that big green candle. Nvidia has a couple of news stories with it. They have loosening restrictions. The U.S. is loosening the restrictions on AI exports to certain Middle Eastern countries. So that's good for NVIDIA. And then obviously this trade deal is just an overall market good news. However, like I said before, for some of you guys that are just joining us, the UK has a surplus trade with the US. So this is not a template that can be used with countries that have a deficit with us. So keep that in mind. It makes it much easier to do a trade deal given the terms that the administration has outlined. Interesting note, Bitcoin did almost get 100,000. Didn't quite get there. It's right on the doorstep. It's about $500 away, $600 away. Solana pushing back up to 155. So you are getting a bullish move in crypto altogether. You've got SPY 564.50. So approaching that 565 level, got all the way up to 568 and rejected to the nose. Look at that high, 568. So keeping an eye on that, making sure SPY hits its mark. So you got IWM briefly broke 200 and is now coming back. TradingView is really struggling right now. Let's see. Going back to ES. We're getting a little bit of rejection in the bottom of our zone. I'm not seeing any headlines across the wire just yet. Still waiting. But it did show weakness here. And right below, since Monty's not on here, the 5-day moving average is 567, 5667. So we're going to keep an eye on that. We have puts are rising. We'll flip over to that. Let me refresh this one. There's your general market tide. You see the call premiums dipping down. You see the volume slight dip down. On the SPY tide, you have put premium rising, call volume slight dip. So I was just keeping an eye on that side of things. Go back here. It's forming a nice wick on this 10-minute candle. I want to see the volume increase to see if this has any sustained move down. But as you can see, our zone strategy is playing out nicely. I think we are approaching the 5-minute orb, 15-minute orb low. I believe it's right here. Trading is really dragging. I think we just broke it.
Little update for everybody. She did not go to the bathroom, but she did go meet the workers. So,
all right, there we go.
Yep.
All right, so we're testing orb low now. We did have a rejection of our zone on the 10-minute candle. It does look a little ugly, but still 3 minutes left on that candle. We are waiting for any headlines from this press conference. Not seeing any so far.
Not seeing nothing. You are getting stuff from the Bank of Canada, Governor Macklem.
Okay.
And the current trade environment has pushed risk high overall. We will closely watch indicators of financial stress and evidence of precautionary behavior by financial system participants. Severe and long-lasting global trade war could push the rate of mortgage areas beyond levels seen in 2008, 2009. That is not a good headline.
No. All right, I'm going to flip back over to yours.
Yep. Whoever shared the stream on Facebook, thank you. Somebody shared it. That's a good thing. We know bots don't share. I don't know if you read the news. Pakistani deputy PM, several armed Indian drones violated Pakistani's airspace by crossing the international border at multiple places. Okay.
We're getting a push down here.
Yeah, so there had to be something come out. And let's see if we get an update. That's typically news driven. We should have went short at that up there, but I'm trying to. So that purple line there, that was yesterday's zone. I'm going to change the colors up so we know what's what. I'm going to have to write down what colors are what colors, but the green lines are today's zone, that 4-hour zone. And
whoa, look at tide.
Yeah. Ugly turn. So
did you see that huge spike in premium? Volume went straight red. Something has definitely happened. We got to sort out what that is.
Pop here. What is the low a day?
Oh, I forgot to do anchored VWAP.
Yeah, I did too. I forget most mornings. There it is.
Oh my goodness, look at that rejection.
Yeah. If it breaks that purple line, folks, gotta watch out. This thing could get really ugly. Pakistani deputy PM. Pakistan encounters 75 to 80 Indian fighter jets and shot down 5. CVD has gone to negative 4,300, negative 4,400. Give me a breakdown here. I would love a breakdown too. I don't know if we can get down to that 5640 level. That would be beautiful though. I am in a short on Take Profit Trader in a pro account. I'm about $100 up right now, and I just don't know what we're going to do with it. We got orders at 65, then 45 is the next spot down. So if it does break down, 45
he's bouncing. He's bouncing off that.
I know.
Yesterday's zone.
Right on it. I mean,
right.
the CBD is now negative 4,600, 4,700. It's building more to the downside. Roy called it a second ago. I mean, look at this. This is just tanking down. So I do not know what is holding us up. France pushes back on the European retail investor protection proposal. I don't know what that is, but obviously France does not like it. We're getting a slight little break in the put premiums here, just so you know, slight little break in the put premiums, but volume is still trending down. CBD is negative 4,900. Come on, give me this break. If we go to 45, Lord have mercy. That would get me $600 on the day. Over there. So we are going to try to hold this thing. We're about $200 up now. It is all I can do not to go in and take the profits here. You don't know what all. I mean, I might go and take them here in just a second because we are at payout level. Won't be able to take a payout till tomorrow, but
I put a stop at the previous day zone. It's your purple line there.
I got my take profit at 58 now. I moved it down. I really like to get 400, so I'm gonna put it 54 and leave it there. My phone's going crazy because the workers are close enough to my Ring camera. CBD is now negative 6,300. Oh, AICI CEOs testify. Watch live. Popped up everywhere.
I got $200 in an XFA locked.
Good job, sir. We're going to try. We're going to settle. If it hits 58, we're going to take it. If it pops up a little bit, I'm going to take it here. But I really want this breakdown here. I'm going to take it 160 on the trade because CBD is popping back up. It got down to 6,000.
Put premium curl down.
Yeah. Volume trended up, so it's a good start to the day. We got $160 locked in so far over here, so I could have been a little better, but I was trying to get the move to $300. Didn't quite get it.
You got to be careful with a false breakdown here.
Yes, you do. U.S. issues new Iran-related sanctions. If it comes back and tests that zone, the top of that zone again, and rejects, I will add back again. But like I said, I don't like what Tide is doing here. You see your volume is coming up and your put premiums coming down. You're not really getting much move out of your call premiums, but they have stalled a little there. So
right.
And I'll probably look to add it here if it gets a rejection here. Oh, my Ring camera's gonna drive me absolutely insane today.
Yeah, you are forming a very strong wick here because volume did push this back up. So we are cautious of this false breakdown, but this would be the spot if you get the rejection, like Monty said. You need flow Tide to show us a little bit better. So, I want to take it. But Tide's telling me hold your horses.
Yeah, you're getting a big drop in call and put premium, and your call premium has finally turned up. CBD is back below negative 6,000 though. That is a sign we might miss it here.
Yeah, general market Tide, you got that call premium really dropping, and then you got volume took a hit as well.
This dotted line here, this is out of the money calls and puts, so you kind of see what they're doing. negative 6,300. Volume's coming back down a little. I can't add until we get a retest and a breakdown.
Yeah,
Trump to unveil United Kingdom trade deal, first since reciprocal tariff pause. Trump imposed reciprocal tariffs on nearly all other countries, but quickly paused them to allow time. That's coming out from CNBC. I do not like CNBC, but they are a news source. I'm really disappointed. We got 23 people here today, and I think, and it's no offense to you guys, I love you guys. I'm glad y'all are here, but I don't think as many bots today. So, did we do something different? Is it a keyword you didn't use? Just put FOMC in it every day.
Yeah, I mean, let me see.
Use pictures today?
I did. I think what I've done, yeah, I had tagged unusual whales, which is the wrong unusual whales.
Oh.
Yeah, so that'll probably do it.
Let's see if we break back out, if we come back down here.
Man, I'd love premiums to take that turn.
Yeah, I want that volume to turn back down too. Turn back down. CBD is still holding negative 6,300, so CBD is still in the bearish side. It's not getting any really pop here. It got, when I say nothing, it got like a 20-point move up, so that's nothing on this move. A little bit more of a move up here. It's still 61.40, 61.50. It's gonna pop back up. That was a false breakout.
That was a false breakdown. I think so. I'm scared to take it, but look at the put premiums.
I know put premiums are tanking.
So now, if you break your close above it and you get a retest of the purple and push off of it, right?
Well, hold on. If it breaks back below that zone, we could have a fake move back up. So, so much to think about. If it closes above the purple line, that is bullish. If it closes below the purple line, that is bearish. There's no way getting around it. CBD's come all the way back to 6,000 though, so I don't like that. For short, 5,900. This thing looks like it's fixing to pop. Volume started to come back down, and it's popped back up again. So much for that. In the official UK free trade agreement to be signed after 3 months.
Whew. Look at that 10-minute candle.
I'm sure that's not a good looking thing for a short here.
Yeah.
Like I said, we got a minute 44 left in this candle, so CBD is kind of creeping back up a little. But you're not getting the same sign on your tide over here, so we got to watch that.
It's back increased up volume on this candle too.
6,000. Yeah, you had some people come in. I don't know if you had some shorts cover real quick. It's not enough to. Where did my volume go? I don't like that.
Oh, this thing can show any weakness this last minute. It could be a nasty one.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like I said, we're still watching that purple line. That's the key there. If that purple line breaks, your volume is turning back down slightly. So your puts are curling back up a little. Your calls are still going up a little. It's nothing major on the call side. I don't know if you want to swap over to mine.
Yeah.
We got tide. You can see here your puts are curling up and your volume's curling back down. We are getting a move back down. So, like I said, still, if we close below that purple line, that is bearish. We close above it, it's a little bullish. CBD is now at negative 6,100 again, but it's not getting the follow through. It's back to negative 6,000. So,
buyers definitely down there.
The buyers are there. The question is, do they push it down one more time to make sure they're still there? That's the key. Your call premium is trending down now. Volume is going back down. We did close above that purple line, but that could have been a fake out there too. It is a candle by candle, the long side on the 5 minute. I have not looked at the 10 minute. It is nothing really. It is a little bullish, but do we hit the 8 and reject here? CBD's back to 5,900. Went to 58, just popped back to 59.
I think we
Call
may
premiums
actually
are getting a nice little push up now. But your
I
put
think
premiums and call premiums both are.
you're gonna want to see what it does at anchored VWAP. I think you break the 8. I think you get to anchored VWAP, and then it's decision time.
I want to see what it does here if it goes back down. If you look at here, look at your put premium starting to crank back up. Call premium is too, but look at that volume starting to come back down. CBD is back to negative 6,000. Can it get some momentum this time with it? It's going to need something to push it back down to that low. If it can push it to that low, so we'll watch that for a break. So we'll actually draw a little zone there. So that's what we're watching for it to come down and retest that little zone. Put premiums are taking another little break. CBD. Here's the problem you got. Well, I'm looking at Bookmount.
Mm-hmm.
Let's let everybody see what I'm looking at here. So CBD is, yes, it's negative 5,800, but look at where all your orders are at. All your orders to the downside. You have no triple-digit orders to the upside. The only thing you had to pull this thing up is you had 52 iceberg orders hit up there. And that looks like what pulled it up here. Volume has turned slightly green back on Tide, though.
Oh.
CBD is going negative 51. I don't know if you just U.S. senior Republicans want to pay for the shilling some SNAP food and benefit core. Ooh, looks like they want to cut some SNAP benefits, which I am actually okay with. I think, look, I live in Mississippi. It's one of the most used SNAP benefit states in the country. I worked in the retail side of things with Frito-Lay and Budweiser for years. I've seen the abuse that they have in these benefits. They are horrible. So there needs to be some kind of checks and balances, because you should not be using your SNAP benefits to come in. You're buying, and I don't have a problem with people that buy filet and lobster. They buy filet and lobster with it, and they're driving a vehicle that costs more than every vehicle I have combined. So, like I said, it's crazy here in California. It's a nationwide issue. Back when we had paper food stamps, my God, I saw a guy. There was actually a convenience store, and Roy, you'll like this. It was a Pakistani-owned convenience store, because those guys are really. And they had a 55-gallon drum, and they would pay 50 cents on the dollar for food stamps, but they could only turn in so many at a time. So they kept them in this drum, and they would just pull out the ones they had to do. And these folks were making a killing, and they were like the number one EBT benefit store in the damn state. Like, you're buying the damn food stamps.
Right.
So they had a big crackdown where they were coming down. They were watching. I mean, they would set up surveillance in these stores to watch and send people in, send CIs in to do it. U.S. cut UK made cars to 10%.
Okay.
That cannot be the big deal. U.S. UK deal to cut beef tariffs close to zero. That is not really anything great yet so far. It's good for the beef cattle farmers, but this other tariffs is not. Volume turned green for a second. Now it turned back red. Now it's going back toward the zero line. It never actually got it closed green, which is kind of interesting. We're still watching that purple line. If we break that purple line down, this thing could go all the way down to that 45 area. You now got orders at 55. You got 105 orders at 55. You got 122 orders at 62.50. Looking at it here, you got 156 at 45 and 166 at 42.50. Let's go back. I was tempted to take a short here. I just don't like Tide. Tide's not giving me the reason to go short. And look, They could have some really good tariff news any second now. They have not had any yet. This is not great tariff news. If this is the big deal, oh boy.
Yeah.
The market is not going to like this if this is the big deal they had announced, in my opinion. So
it is showing strength though.
Showing a little strength, but it's also at the same time it's not showing enough to break out. But volume has actually turned really green this time.
Yeah.
You get close, volume's green, puts coming down, calls are going up. So this thing could really turn up. Here's the spot to watch. This has been a spot all morning, right? We have not been able to get back above that spot. That could be where we go before we break it back down. I don't know. And we might not break back down. It might break right through it. That could have been definitely a false breakdown instead of a breakout. Still not in love. Trump to cut tariffs on Range Rovers and deal with UK's Prime Minister. Look, we've got to have something better than this come out for this thing to be doing this. This is not the best news ever. I don't know, Roy. Do you agree with me on that?
Yeah, I mean, I think you're getting a little bit of flash, little pops, but nothing. Think about the trade deal, tariff news candles we have been getting, and now apply it to what you're seeing right now. You're not really seeing the euphoria.
Well, I think what you're getting right now is you're getting hopium that something's going to come out of this here in a minute, and nothing's come out of it yet. Yeah. Now, it looks like everything is just coming from the UK side so far.
Mm-hmm.
So as far as I see, Trump is not actually. Oh, here it is. So the U.S. cut beef tariffs close to zero. The U.S. will reduce tariffs on Range Rovers and other UK-made vehicles to zero as part of Donald Trump's trade agreement with the UK, according to Telegraph. The reduction will be part of a 12-month temporary agreement before Britain and the United States reach what they hope will be a comprehensive trade agreement in the coming months. In exchange, the UK and US will reduce tariffs on beef imports and exports to near zero levels. I mean, this is really it's appalling is what we're looking at. But they're loving it on the side. The option traders are loving it for some reason. I don't get what we're seeing here. That's great news.
Yeah. What's CVD?
Negative 4,500. Negative 4,500.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you. I don't really.
Yeah, this has been a nothing burger so far, in my opinion. Volume is starting to come down a little bit, and your call premiums are coming down. CBD's back to negative 49. I think the market is digesting this, but we'll see here in a second.
Has entered the 8 ribbon on the 10-minute chart. Hasn't actually broken VWAP on the ES side yet. It's VWAP on the ES side is about 56.85. It's flirting with it. It definitely broke above anchored VWAP. Yep. So that's what this candle is showing. So 30 seconds left on this candle. You'd want it to obviously hold above anchored VWAP. Looks like it's going to do that. And then
the key now
premium. Put premium is still rising.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm gonna take a chance with it here. I'm gonna risk $200 to make $300. Let's see if this works out. This might not work out. Might be a bad trade. But a lot of my trades that I take are probably trades you don't always have to take. So there's that. Of course, if it breaks above the 8, we're screwed here. So if it breaks down, if it breaks anchor VWAP, we should at least go back and test that purple line, which would give us 300 on this trade, which would be fantastic. It would actually get this account back in the green. So break this damn thing down. CBD is holding 47. It's not really dropping. It's not really doing much. Kind of just chilling. Your put premiums, I do not like Tide at all. Put premiums have swapped. Let's see. And then general market Tide is bullish as shit. So CBD is negative 4,800 now. It's coming back a little bit. It's holding this damn 14. Of course. When a bad sign is when you get stuck in between EMAs. That is never a good sign for whatever side. It doesn't matter which side you're on. If you're in that side, it's just not a good sign. Okay. Doesn't always mean anything. Roy Easy, welcome to the show, Roy Easy. Asking Michael what part of Cali he's from. I know Roy Easy's from California. It's our original West Coast OG right there.
Yep.
Roy Easy. If it can break the anchored VWAP down, we could get a nice little move here, but can't even break the damn 14 yet. So put premiums are ripping pretty good again, but volume is starting to trend down a little. So this could actually turn here. This is kind of the case where I tell you guys that I can make a case either way. I can make a case either way.
Yeah.
Right now I'm seeing all the bullish side, even though call premiums are trending up, or volume is just barely coming down. We need that to come down a little more. If it does, we should get a nice break back down to test that low. That would be what I'm looking for, but can't get the sustained move yet. CBD is just 47, negative 47 holding there. Above the 21 here is not good. Not good at all. Not good at all. Not good for the homie here. It breaks the 200. We're definitely screwed. Put premium just tanked. Call premiums ripping. Trump administration set to end Biden's U.S. chip export restrictions. There you go. I'm saying if you look over at NVIDIA is probably going crazy.
No, not really.
Really? That's some damn...
No. I mean, that was the news that came out yesterday, right?
Well, CNBC is just now reporting it. So you got Lisa Su and NVIDIA C. Jensen Hung have both opposed the semiconductor export controls. So that's nothing. I mean, of course, they oppose it. Why would they not? Well, boys and girls, do we actually have a day if we don't take a loss on the first trade here? So Manny and Michael, I see you both near Palm Springs. Look at you guys go. Roy, where are you from? What part of California are you from? Put premiums are going back up, but volume is just ripping now.
Yeah, you cleared VWAP here. You've still got 5-6 minutes left on this candle. It's looking like that false breakdown happened.
Yep. It is looking more likely every second. Well, you can't win them all, can you? Definitely can't win them all if you don't trade them all. Now let's see if we come back down here. Of course, that would probably be my luck. I did get stopped out, so not too far from Pebble Beach. Look at Roy. So next time there's a golf tournament at Pebble Beach, you're hosting the boys.
That'd be something.
It did not close above the 200, so that is interesting. CBD is still negative 4,200. It's not really going up. Your call put premiums are going up. Call premiums are still going up. Volume has had a slight tick down and a slight tick back up. More of a sideways tick, kind of. Let's just call it a tick. A tick is a tick, right? A tick is a
tick. Is a tick. It's holding the 8. It is at that 56.84 spot. So reclaiming that level would be strong, which is also right around VWAP. So
yeah,
coming back a little bit though.
I am from Salinas. Is that like the the cartel? What are we talking about here, Roy? Easy. I think there's some shit you hadn't told us, bro. Wasn't that the cartel? And well, on a bright note, I just passed one take profit trader test.
Nice.
I need 75 here, and we break 2. 75 is what I need, and we got 2 of them. How about that? Ooh, I don't need that much. Come on, let's work your way back up there. Let's get it. Let's get it. Come on. Touch me. That's funny. I have family in Salinas. Really? Manny, look at y'all. All y'all cartel related. Roy, I saw something like yesterday, and I thought it was a comedian, Indian comedian. And there was a guy in the upper deck. He's like, any Indians here? Like, hey. He's like, hey, what kind of Indian are you? And the guy said, Patel. And he's like, no, you missed my question. Are you a motel Indian? Are you a liquor store Indian? Are you a doctor Indian? And we just passed another take profit trader test there. Awesome. And the guy said, I'm a motel Indian. He's like, just so you didn't know, there's tiers to Indians. You got the hierarchy, which is your hotel and motel Indians. And then you got your doctor, engineer, all these Indians. They're kind of out to the side because they don't really control anything except medicine, right? He said, then you got your convenience store Indians. Then you got your liquor store Indians. I'm a liquor store Indian. And I laughed. I thought that was so hilarious. That going on. I was like, it's pretty accurate.
Yeah,
it's pretty damn accurate.
There is truth to this.
I'm really pumped that I just passed 2. Of course, I've got to flip a trade tomorrow and I'm to actually qualify, I think. Let's look real quick while we're waiting. Let's see. Take profit trader. I think it's going to be. Now I don't know what to do. I did take a little L in the pro account, so we're back to right even on it. We need to get this back, but I don't know. I don't like short and I don't like long, so I don't know what I like here.
Yeah.
And the people working next door in the house are Mexican and they are talkative. Hey. What the heck? Okay. So Take Profit Trader finally got back in touch with me. I had accidentally bought an account and I forgot to use the promo code. Actually, I don't think the promo code actually took. I think it was their fault. But, I'm going to could be my fault. And, I don't know how to pronounce this name. JOAO.
Wow.
Okay. Now, that's the case to the refund special. The refund will be credited to your account within a few days, depending on your chosen payment method. Team will reach you as soon as the refund is completed. Now, look, thank you and appreciate your patience. I'm going to tell you, I've gotten the same email before and I did not get it.
Yes.
UK official Trump UK's Prime Minister Starmer held a warm conversation on Wednesday night and will speak again this morning. Puts are going absolutely insane. Volume is coming back down. I want to see this breakdown here. And if we can get that breakdown, we could get a very nice move back down to 59, 60 level.
Candle by candle in the 10-minute just missed. I'd like to see a retest of anchored VWAP and a rejection. That's what I want to see.
This damn field level here is going to be support. The 382, of course. Us Mexican talkers? No, Roy. You sure it ain't me and Emmanuel? Roy Easy, one of the guys out there does look kind of like you, just so you know. He is the boss man too, so makes sense, right?
Yeah. Slight uptick in
Volume.
call volume, downtick in put premium. We're right here at anchored VWAP at the rejection that I would like, but I don't like Tide doing what it did. But call premiums are not following.
Yeah. CBD is back to negative 4,800, just so you know. That little move up right there, premium CBD is actually coming down a little, 48.20, 48.10, 48.20, 48.10, 48, 47.90, kind of moving all over the place, actually. I don't like, so just for a short here, I do not love this volume spiking back up on there, but negative 4,800 back again. If they could get any momentum, they could push this thing, but I don't think we're going to get any more major news for a minute anyway. If they are speaking, there will not be any press till after they're done with their communication. So could be a joint conference together. Could be a lot of different things. Hell, I don't know. We're just here for the day, right? We're just here for the day. If this thing could break that 70 level, we got a chance to go down, but CBD is just kind of holding at negative 48.50. It's not really moving, so that's not giving us much of an indication. Can't tell you how many times I've been told someone looks like me. Roy, you kind of got that face, man.
You do. Yeah, you do.
I don't mean a good, handsome, manly face. I mean that on all. No homo.
Yeah.
So I guess I should have said that. It's what it is. You know, one thing you get from me is the truth. Negative 4,900. I don't know what we're fixing to do here.
So it's rising as we kind of
slightly, yes, but it's not going crazy. If you can get volume over here to creep down and those put premiums to turn back up, we could get a very nice move back down. Roy, how many times have we seen an H pattern play out?
Oh, yeah.
If we get the breakdown here, that H pattern would play out actually one more time. So I'm here for it because I'm in a short, boys and girls. So I took a short as anchor VWAP. I've got me $100 back so far, but I would like a little more than that. I'm hoping we can get down to that 65 level. We got orders at 70, which really scares me. So I'm going to I got a couple of take profits. I'm going to put my first take profit right below it at 69. See if we can hit it. We are literally just 2 points away from that now. If it breaks this 70, we should. All right. So first take profit is in the books. So we are back green on the day on the pro account. If we can get the damn follow through, come on. CBD is negative 5,500 and it just popped to negative 5,200. So I don't like that. But put premiums are rising. Call premiums are dropping. Volume is dropping on Tide. See that here. So if we can get this to start working back toward that zero line, these to continue up, we should get a very nice move down. Oh, come on. Just give me this damn breakdown, you piece of junk. Came back, tested you got the 8 and anchor VWAP pretty much on top of each other now. Needs a rejection here to continue down. Your put premiums took a slight little break, and then your volume is a little pop. CVD is back to negative 5,000. Negative 5,100. I want to see this thing hit negative 6,000-7,000, and we get the move I want to get. We get that. Your boy here has had a fantastic day. But Tide is not cooperating. CVD is negative 51, 52. Coinbase acquires crypto derivatives exchange Durbit for $2.9 billion. Okay. Roy, I know you mess around with coin a lot. Their trade options. So don't know if you're in any coin now. That was your baby for a while.
That was my baby. I did love me some coin.
It was my baby, so I used to love it so anybody that's followed options in Twitter for a while, you got Mans, who is actually a very good trader, but he was all in on Coinbase. Coinbase was his baby. He was going on coin. Every time he would go long on coin, I was shorting coin. Just because he was right after it. And I was like, it worked out, Roy. I don't know if you remember, it was a while. I was like, I would retweet Mans and not today. Hell, one of my biggest trades I had a while, I was actually still working at Frito, and I had to go to Memphis to help get ready for a tour. I was helping support up there, and I'm in a convenience store, and it happens to be another Pakistani convenience store. One good thing about Pakistani convenience stores, when you have tours and stuff, they give you the whole damn store. Do whatever you want to do. We don't care. Do whatever you got to do. It's good. We'll buy anything. They want to look good, right? And it's all the foreign people. When you have tours like that, they love for you to bring people in. They love to show off their store, right?
Right. Yeah.
They want to look, hey, we're the best customer you got, right?
Yeah.
So I'm in this store and I'm resetting the shelf. I'm doing whatever, and I get a notification on my phone. I'm like, well, let me look at this real quick. And I was holding about 20 coin calls overnight, and they were kicking my ass at close. I'm not gonna lie to you, it was ugly. I was like, shit. But I had time on them, and I was like, look, I think this thing's going to pop. It's at a spot. I think we're going to do good. So I'm sitting in this store, and I tell the guy I'm working with, he's like my boss. I'm like, look, I got to go outside and take a break. He said, why? I said, because I just made $7,000, so piss me. my coin calls hit for $7,000 while I'm in a store, and I'm just outside in the middle of the ghetto in Memphis, Tennessee, smoking a cigarette. Yep. Houston, folks, deuces. That was a great feeling.
That's where you popped the 3-6 Mafia CD in your player, and
they were probably there. They were probably right down the road. That's the neighborhood I was in. CVD is negative 54, got to negative 55.
I took a short with you at Anchored VWAP, and I closed for 200. I got popped on that move up, and it hit my daily loss limit on one account. I'm not really happy about that because I've locked it now, and I would have gotten it all back, no problem.
Wow.
But
I'm with you on that. There's been a bunch of times you've seen me get close to it, and we work back and right the way we get back where we need to be.
Yeah.
I have been grateful. I've hit it one time, and I'm not going to lie to you. I was grateful I hit it because it was like I can leave that account alone now.
Yeah.
And that doesn't mean, some people sometimes just taking that pressure off where you don't have to try. Oh, volume is going back toward the zero line and puts are popping again. So if I can get Roy, I hate to say this, I need 56. 56 gives me a $500 day.
Okay.
That would complete the H. Well, actually, it would complete the H pattern. I probably should put it 59. Oh, fuck. Trump is speaking. Today, this is a very special day. We announced nothing. So they're actually on the phone. I guess the press is listening to their conversation and going to report what they say.
He's at the
one day. All this was one day. One day.
He's at the military mother's ceremony at noon. He couldn't possibly have anything there, right? I mean, it's a.
Where's that damn tape at? Really? Because we know, there could be a lot come out of that.
Oh man!
Tremendous deal for both nations, Trump. Well, boys and girls, look where we bounced off of.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, you could draw just a random line. I'm not trying to discredit what I do here, but sometimes I just think we could just draw a random line. The thing about the stock market and this, and you got calls are ripping, premium volumes ripping up. This short is dead. I reached a breakthrough deal with the UK. The UK is one of the most cherished allies. It's just crazy how you can just flip a script, isn't it?
Yeah, that I think is what hurts him the most, to be honest.
I'm gonna tell you, if Powell was to cut rates, he would come out and say, "What a genius Jay Powell is."
Yeah,
just a trusted ally. We always had faith in him doing the right thing. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Like, you got to be kidding me, dude. Let's be real for a minute.
This thing is ripping.
Yeah, I don't trust it though. I don't trust it at all. CBD's only come back to negative 5,000. These guys out there, they're loud. Like, if I can understand a few words here or there, if I understand all of it, it'd probably really be driving me crazy. I did learn sign language, so that's a cuss word, sign language. You might see me just start doing that more often. Instead of actually using the cuss word, just that. Call premiums popping, volumes coming back down. Call premium is dropping. Sorry, put premium was popping a little. Volume overall is coming back toward the zero line again. Does it reject here at the here? And do we get instead of getting an H, do we get an M? Are they playing music too? No, they don't have music going on. And I'm really shocked because on this side over here, when they work, they had music playing all day, and I really couldn't understand any of their music they were playing. But I liked it. Dixie didn't like them because she couldn't go over there and meet them. Dixie went and met these guys, so she's happy with them now. They're good. They're good people. She just had to go smell them real quick, and they got a little scared, and they're like, "Oh, it's a nice dog." Yep. Trump, the final details will be within.
Oh, what a fade.
Yeah. So the final details of the trade are not announced. We will receive new market access for U.S. chemicals and machinery. He has not seen anything worth a.
Oh. Could have gotten it all back on that one.
I need 56.
Get it?
I need 56. It just.
Oh
just
my gosh!
2 ticks away. You got to be shitting me. Oh no. I don't know what to do here.
Anchored VWAP from yesterday, I believe, is 51, 50. 56, 51, 50.
30% meeting with China will be interesting. That is never a good sign.
No, that's not what you want to hear. Did he formally announce the earth-shattering news yet?
That was the earth-shattering news they announced for it. It was.
No, come down. He couldn't have done that.
Yeah. Trump, the deal includes plans to bring the UK into an economic security alignment with the U.S. I actually moved my take profit because I didn't like how it was dancing around it. So we are back to $150 up on the day on that account. I can't take a short again here.
Yeah,
Or talk about your
frustrated.
stuff for a minute. Talk about your stuff for a minute. I swapped over to your side. Talk about your stuff. I got to walk.
I got you, man.
I can't go short.
Yeah, I mean, here's what's happened, right? You had Monty with the brilliant insight and say he didn't trust the move up. You see this rejection off of orb low. You see this anchored VWAP rejection, broke back down to the 8, and then just come down. Now, obviously, that's coming on the back of comments from Trump. However, like we were reading it, the news wasn't as grandiose as was advertised and marketed, and that's a problem for the market, as the market can kind of get ahead of itself, and then when it doesn't, meet the hype, it can fade pretty quick. So we're just keeping an eye on it. Now, you did just have a kind of a turnaround here in Apple. So as the market was falling, you had this drop. Look at Apple kind of grinding its way higher, and it's actually green now. Nvidia is dropping hard. I don't know what they're saying, but they're clearly not saying anything good on the AI front. CEO side, Microsoft kind of trending down. It's still green. Google got slapped yesterday with the Apple AI search news, and it's trying to recover. It's up 1%, which is not bad. Amazon basically flat, about to head to red. If you get a lot of these Mag 7s to red, it's going to be gross. If you flip back over to ES, we are bouncing off of, I don't even know what anchored view at. They keep redrawing them. I think this is Fridays. Who knows? We're going a little far back. Whatever it is, it bounced right off of it. Popped up. You see NQ did test 20,000 right on the nose, slightly under it, and then it found some buyers. So not unexpected there. We are getting a pretty strong bounce here. So let me see if there is any news aside with it. Nothing so far. If we go back to market tide, I wonder if that was just a bounce off NQ's 20,000. If we go to market tide, you see puts premium slightly drop. You see that volume turn green again. So the move was there, just didn't quite get there. I didn't quite pull the trigger fast enough. Bitcoin continues to rise. Oh, I almost got to 100,000 again. Couldn't quite get there. Forming a wick here. Let's see if it can push higher. Solana keeps ticking up. Got all at 158. Coin 205, obviously firing off from that Bitcoin move. Gold is red, down almost 1%. TLT is red. Dixie is back over 100. So Dixie liked to trade news. TNX slightly green. That's not good. Meta.
CBD is negative 7,400.
Yeah, I mean that wick strong.
Yep.
Almost some volume. 1 minute left on this 5-minute candle. 10-minute candle looks a little bit more nasty, but could potentially be a reversal candle. I think that was an opportunity missed by me. And
well,
I need to
if I would have held, would have hit my spot. Which is annoying.
NQ holding above 20,000.
It's interesting.
So,
CBD is negative 7,700.
I mean, here's the thing, Monty, is let's look left, right? Where are we in the grand scheme of things? Yeah, we may have faded this whole move, but we are just kind of hanging out at where we were yesterday on the higher end.
Yeah.
So If it wants to crack, it can crack. If it wants to bounce, obviously it's got the support from yesterday's stuff. And here we go.
That
Right?
is, look at anchored VWAP from yesterday.
Yeah.
Right in the golden zone. I mean, you got a lot of your put premiums dropping, your call premiums dropping, volume is kind of flattened out. So this thing could pop back up. CBD is negative 7,600 now. Let's see if it rejects yesterday's top of the zone. So far, yes. It's going to test it again. Does it break back through it? Does it hold it? I would love for it to go test that 5650 level. That 50, if we want to get technical, the 5150 level. Remember? 56, 5150. That seems to be a spot we talk about a lot, and I don't know why we have to keep talking about that level so much, but we do. That purple line is your key there. We can actually move this up to there. That would probably make that zone a little better. Probably where that zone should have been. If it breaks back below it, gets to close below it, that is bearish, of course. If it gets back above it, that is bullish again. That would actually be right at the 8. But you got all your EMAs are all pointing down. Everything's pointing down. So that's doesn't mean for sure, but it just cannot break through that level back up to the upside, even though Tide is suggesting that we possibly could. CBD is holding negative 7,400. New York Fed current expected views on financial situations deteriorated sharply. Ooh. They're going to sell 48 billion 52-week bills on May 13th, settle May 15th, 68 billion 6-month bills. That is right in line. Put premiums going back up. Call premiums going up a little bit. Volume is ticking down slightest ever bit, so slight. I want it to go down and test this bottom again, see if we can break down, or if we hold and bounce back up. That would be a good place to look for long. We do not try to guess tops or bottoms here. That is not what we do. Volume is increasing a little now, so it took a little hiatus and then gave it a little bounce back up. Nice little level out. So CBD is back to negative 7,700. It has actually gained a little bit when on that little move up. So we could see a test of yesterday's record VWAP again. Or it could just hold the 50 level there on the Fibonacci levels. Put premiums popping, call premiums popping. Volume is kind of ticking down again after a little sideways. CBD is now negative 7,900, 7,850, 79, right around there.
Yeah, I think I'm done. I'm gonna lock my accounts.
That is probably not a bad idea. Put premiums are popping again.
It's in that golden zone. I don't want to do something I'm gonna regret. I mean,
CBD is now negative 7,900. If we can break that 50, we should go down and test that anchor VWAP again from yesterday. But that 50's holding. Dirty Harry, tell him Dirty Harry's a quitter. I am still in a short here. I'm $100 up on a pro account. I'm trying to get $200 out of it, and it's just not going to give it to me.
I did 250, 210, 210. So 670, and then a 750 daily loss limit. So I'm like negative 80 on the day. So I'm at that cusp where I could actually ruin an account trying to make my day positive.
Only count your positives, Roy. Only count your positives. Don't you know what a furu does?
Unfortunately, maybe fortunately, I am not a furu. But yeah, so I'm down $80, but it is just in one account, so it's consolidated in one account. The other accounts are green and did what they needed to do. So can't be upset, but I'm just a bit annoyed.
No, no. It is what it is. I'm tempted to take a short here because for some reason, I still feel that we might break down. Of course, I am
I have
still
to
on a
give you,
short take profit
yeah,
trader, but go ahead.
no, I have to give you credit. I mean, the market has taught us this, but objectively reading that news, we should not be green right now. I mean, we should
No, we
be
shouldn't.
the
Trump just put on Truth Social. As part of this deal, America will raise $6 billion in external revenues from 10% tariffs, $5 billion in new export opportunities for our great ranchers, farmers, and producers, enhance the national security of both the U.S. and UK through the creation of an aluminum and steel trading zone and secure pharmaceutical supply chain. He said more on Truth Social than he said in person. That
and
bastard.
yeah, but not a bad post, not a bearish post. But
It's not, but I
again,
still don't like it. So,
the hype behind this stuff was just astronomical.
yeah. That's what got me. Is the hype was a lot more than U.S. Commerce Secretary Lutnick, the UK government nationalized British steel as part of this deal. That is bullish. I'm gonna be honest with you. So my thesis might be out the window.
Yeah.
Would y'all stay away from the front door, please?
That would,
My ring
they'll
notification
also,
just keeps coming up. I don't like it.
they also will be making probably their press rounds on this. They'll be doing kind of a victory lap across the
Yeah,
media
look at
outlets. So
volume pop. So that's why we're getting this move up. I still have not cut this short yet because it's got to break that anchor VWAP on for me to cut on Take Profit Trader. I'm not gonna lie to you. I should have cut this thing when I was $100 up, but Dirty Harry, I am no quitter. But this probably will be my last trade of the
day. If anybody has any questions, also go ahead and post them. We'll probably be wrapping up here soon. Even if it is, why is Roy a quitter? That's a good one.
Yeah. Volume is coming back down.
Popping though.
There's the anchor VWAP. It took me out there. I'm okay with that. We're going to leave this count alone the rest of the day. But we got
the British steel news wasn't.
The British steel thing's a big deal.
Yeah.
Lutnick says I have allowed Rolls-Royce engines and plane parts to come over tariff free.
That was too.
They announced that the other day. That's week old news. I don't know why he's just announcing it again today. The whole deal with the plane parts might be new. The Rolls-Royce part is not new. That was, and of course, you think, all right, who benefits from the Rolls-Royce engines? Well, the rich people. So makes sense. I'm not one of those guys, conspiracy theories, but by God, that is just that screams we're taking care of our buddies.
that market is not our arena, if you will, our tier. That
is not our targeted audience.
That is I'm not saying we're liquor store Indians. They're
probably convenience store Indians. They're probably convenience store. I thought it was funny that liquor store is below convenience store.
That's funny. And that's probably because the majority of people are in the convenience store. So of course they're going to put themselves above somebody. So
well, I mean, you think about it, the majority of people. So if you look at most Indians in this world, in this country, right? They own hotels. So you look at almost any hotel I know around here. Of course, it's Patels, right?
Yeah.
They own all the hotels. The doctors are Patels.
Yeah.
Now you start getting convenience stores. Most of those guys are not Patels.
Yeah. Okay.
And we were down at Mullet Toss, and I don't know if I told Roy this or not. And I was talking to a girl, and I mentioned Roy's real name, And she's like, wait, that's an Indian name. I was like, yeah, no, he's Indian. Like, I knew you were good people. Only good people get along with Indians. I'm like, yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. This thing's fixed. I got to cut this shit. This is stupid.
Yeah, it's broken about
I
a
hate
good
this.
new app.
Oh, yeah. Volume still ripping. I mean, this is just. We're going to see if it breaks back below it. If it holds here, I'm going to cut it. I haven't cut it yet. This will actually put me down a little bit for the day in them. I'm just Roy, but everyone thinks it's Roger or something else.
Oh,
Roy's.
that British Steel thing got you. I think that was it.
Yeah, that's what it was. If we could have just waited, literally, if they would have waited 5 more minutes, it was headed right towards my take profit. A Mexican named Roy is odd. I've never met one named Roy, but I don't know if it's odd or not. If you say it's odd, I'm gonna say yeah, I agree with you. But I can honestly say I've never met a Mexican Roy. So, and most of the Indians I met were either Sam or Ali.
Yeah, Sam's a big one.
And then you ask what they're, or Mike, Sam, and Ali. That's the ones like. And then you're like, "What's your real name?" Like, "Oh, you can't pronounce it." Okay. I got you. We got put premiums popping, and volume is ticking down a slight bit, so just enough to give me a slightest bit of hope. I need everybody to shut up. If everybody would shut up for about 10 minutes, usually just a nickname. I actually can pronounce my coworker's actual name, but he goes by VJ. There was a guy that went by PJ that I knew. He was actually what is and it's not Pakistan. What's Pakistanis like really hated people? Maybe he was Pakistani. It was something. But he went by PJ, and his name was Paha, like Pagha.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I can say that. He's like, I just call me PJ though. I don't want anybody calling my real name. I'm like, okay. And this guy was a gangster. He had the big gold chains with the big, huge, like pendants on it, and the pinky ring, and he owned like 7 or 8 convenience stores, and he thought he was a big deal, and he wanted to open up a bar in Tunica, and that didn't go over well. So it's a different story. But he was one thing about him, you knew where you stood. There was no bullshit. He liked you. He didn't like you. He didn't like you, and he's gonna tell you he didn't like you.
Okay.
So. And he was like, "Oh man, you give me a deal, man. You give me a deal, man. Give me a deal, man. I can't. I got to give you a deal to give everybody else. Oh, give me a deal."
An hour-old news here, but they anticipate the next trade deals on tap are India, Japan, South Korea, and Australia.
No Indonesia.
No Indonesia.
Indonesia is begging for a deal. If anybody has wondered, they have came out and said we would do 0 over 0 tariffs. You tell us what you want. That's what we'll do.
Oh man, it's popping.
Yeah, it is. So, you son of a bitch. Call premium. I mean, everything is just screaming.
Go for it.
We closed it. We're done. We're out. We lost $300 on that trade on the account. Sorry, $300 down now. It is what it is. If it breaks above that this level here, we will look to go long to running up to there. Got to break VWAP first. I'm telling you, everything's saying this is a combine, so let's see if we can get. Oh, you dirty dog! You're not gonna take it there. CBD's come back to negative 5,000. If anybody's keeping score, it's not really moving a lot, to be honest with you. So.
I think they're just gonna. I think they're gonna start going on their press tour. To be honest,
I think you're right, Roy. I think you are right.
Just gonna be one of those. We're gonna enjoy our win and let everybody know how great of a win it is, and everybody be happy.
Yeah,
the greatest.
The frustrating part is it was not a great win until that down. I mean, why was that U.S. Steel? I mean, that steel stuff not announced with everything else? Why did it come late? That's the big deal with the whole trade deal.
Yeah. No, I agree. It was an interesting omission. All right, I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna do something before
I think that's probably a good idea. You see what trades I'm in? I will probably just stick with these till I get stopped out. It's below anchor VWAP there, so I'm fine with it. Whatever happens here happens. We got that one, and then we got this one working. So that's where we're at. I'm gonna probably try to get this $300 back and take profit trader. If I lose another 100, I'm gonna call it a day, but I won't let it go far against me. I'm leaning on taking a long, but it's just Tide just will not follow through with it. Is the only problem I have. CVD's come back to 5,100, so it has moved up a little. This while I'm talking about Tide, your volume's down, this is down, so we could get a nice little pullback here. But I'm with Roy. UK government work will continue in remaining sectors such as pharmaceuticals and remaining reciprocal tariffs. Your bid came in, your 4-week bills at $279.9 billion. U.S. Agriculture Secretary Rollins, the UK deal will increase U.S. beef export. You are exactly right, Roy. They are all going on their tour now. So,
yeah,
everybody stay safe the rest of the day. We're going to call it here. You see where I'm at. If I make $500 on this account, I'm happy. And if I make $500 on that account, I'm happy. So that's what we're looking for. That's what we're going to try to hold to. Might not make it, might get stopped out. I would rather be on the long side right now, just with everything, the news coming out, and they could say anything that really pops this thing. I mean, if Trump comes out and says, "Yeah, this is a great step. We're definitely working to do a lot more of these deals," blah blah blah. Well, this market's going to absolutely rip. So.
Yeah, and it got beaten up.
50 is a spot Tide, so I mean not Tide on book map you're looking at. There's nothing down till 56.50, so there's nothing to pull it down really, and you got stuff closer to pull it up. So I would look for that. Probably 56.90 area is where I look for. Trump, I intend to make a deal with Europe.
Yeah, so
we will be dealing with Europe. He's doing things. If he says anything more than that, this thing is going to pop. So,
yeah.
If you want to do anything, I would not short here. I wouldn't even think about shorting here. Not yet. Not till they're done. And if it breaks this 200, well, this summit's just fixing to rip up, and it could go up to high day. Just so you know. So, anyway, everybody, hope you have a very safe rest of the day. We're going to put our stops in over here and see what happens, see what comes of it. So,
perfect.
I will catch you guys. Oh, we won't catch you tomorrow. Today's Thursday, so we'll catch you Monday.
Yeah, trade safe tomorrow, guys. I will be only trading one account tomorrow, so just not saying you guys. There is I think every Fed speaker known to man is speaking tomorrow, so just be careful.
Yep. So. Absolutely. So, yeah. Be
right,
careful. Yeah, we got everybody. Everybody could not wait to speak tomorrow. I told Roy, I said, damn, they were just chomping the bit. Like, you look, and it's from 2 o'clock in the morning to like 11 o'clock the next morning, nonstop speakers. So,
just going.
Yeah, they're going to be going crazy. Before we get out of here, I will tell you that call volume is popping again. Put premiums, call premiums are popping. CVD is coming back to negative 4,500. It was at negative 7,000 when it started this move, so it is slowly creeping up, which tells you that they do have buyers stepping in. So be careful, be safe. We will see you guys Monday, hopefully with all of our. Oh, Trump said we're going to have discussions on films now. There you go.
All right, here we go.
There was 100% tariff coming on those. Now we're going to talk about films. So don't ruin our films there, buddy. All right, catch you guys on Monday. Everybody stay safe. I am going to enemy territory this weekend, so everybody pray for me. I will be in Spartanburg this weekend. So got a
Have fun.
kickball series. It means a lot. So, but we will catch you guys Monday.